Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about which is the best healer to use with the single button assistant. Yes, you're probably thinking right now, can I actually heal with the single button assistant? Hell yeah, you can. And it works great, I mean, for some of the classes and specs. So as you can see right now on the list here, we have Mistweaver as S tier, Discipline Priest as A tier, and then we have Holy Paladin and Resto Druid as B tier, and we have Holy Priest, Preservation Evoker, and Resto Shaman as no thank you. Because those three down here technically cannot heal with the single button assistant. They have no talents or anything like that that converts damage from healing. So if you're playing one of these three healers and you really want to heal with the single button assistant, I'm just sorry, it cannot be done. You can still use the single button assistant to do damage while, waiting on, someone needs healing, but only these up here is actually able to heal with the single button assistant. And you might be thinking now, why is this tier list as it is? Why is Mistweaver at the top? Why is Discipline Priest number 2 and Holy Paladin Resto Druid? And I'm here to go through why. So as you saw on the tier list, Mistweaver Monk right now is the best when it comes to single target healing. And this is why. So basically we have a passive here called Ancient Teaching. You Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, and Crackling Jade Lightning heals up to 5 injured allies within 40 yards for 275% of the damage done, split evenly among them. Insane. All your damage inside the single button assistant is literally healing like insane amount. Then we also have this talent here, which is increasing Ancient Teaching transfer additionally 2% of damage to healing, and your stamina is increased by 8%. So it does even more healing, which is crazy. Beside of that, we also have Way of the Crane, Tiger Palm Strike twice, so now it's going to start, attack twice and heal double. Blackout Kick strike an additional 2 targets, more healing. And Spinning Crane Kick heals up to 3 nearby allies for 125% of damage done, which is crazy because you can literally spam, if there's more than 3 mobs, you can literally just spam Spinning Crane Kick, and in a raid, no healer is going to get close to your healing because you're going to be spamming out healing, which is insane. So we have all these insane talents, like also, for example, Invoke the Cheat, the Red Crane is also going to make you heal even more from damaging. We're not using the Apex talents because, it doesn't really work right now. I don't know what. And also we're using Master of Harmony, which is basically going to heal additionally even more when using Thunder Focus T. By the way, I am making guides for every single healer, every single spec in the game for single button assistant. So you can go to my YouTube channel and there will be a guide, and also in my Discord there's a guide for each of the single button assistant builds. So we're not going to be talking fully about why the Mistweaver Monk, we're not going to go do like a full guide on him. I'm just telling you quickly why he's so good. So basically now when you go and spam one, you will be seeing the target over here. It just gets spam healed, like it just gets healed all the time. Also right now it's keep spam healing that mob over there. So it's kind of like splitting the healing between these two. And you just have to press 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and you heal. And whenever there's more than 3 mobs, you can either spam single button assistant, or you can actually also just spam Spinning Crane Kick, and you can look at all that healing. Like look at all that freaking delicious healing. It is so good. And while you're spamming single button assistant, you can also press a few times like Renewing Mist, because it will automatically jump from you to another target. So you could just like keep clicking on it every like 5 seconds. Because if you have full HP, it will jump to another target, so you don't have to like worry about it. But it's great. So like you just click a little bit of Renewing Mist, but you don't have to. You could just spam 1, and no matter what the dungeon you do, it's just gonna heal like everyone. And of course, you have all the great cooldowns you can use in case someone is needing help. You can use your Red Crane to help you with the healing when you're doing damage, Live Cocoon, Revival. And also we have this talent here, which is making Rising Sun Kick actually make your Shailun Gift instant cast. Shailun Gift is a replacement of Vivify, which is healing everyone. Like, you can see it like heals up to, I think it's like 4... draws a blah blah healing the friendly target and up to 4. So basically in that dungeon it heals everyone. And it's just like an AoE healing. You can see that it keeps healing everyone. And whenever you use Rising Sun Kick, it's going to be instant cast, which is insane. So like every time you use Rising Sun Kick, you just press it and boom, it heals everyone. So single button wise, this is just the meta build. And I have done every single dungeon in Midnight on normal and heroic, and I never had to press anything else than single button assistant because it heals so much. So this is why Mistweaver Monk is the supreme healer when it comes to tier list. But again, I'm going to be making a big guide on this spec here on how it works and blah 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 on my YouTube channel as well. But today we're just going to talk about why it was S tier. Let's move on to Discipline Priest. When it comes to the A tier, we have Discipline Priest. This one is also an insane good healer with the single button assistant and actually quite easy. So basically what you do is you have your spell called Power Word Radiance. This one here is going to make everyone get the buff called Atonement. The Atonement buff, every time you deal damage now, whoever has Atonement on is going to get healed from your damage. Again, I will be making a Discipline Priest guide on healing, which I'm going to explain more. But now we're just going to talk why it's on A tier. The thing is why Mistweaver is S tier compared to a Discipline Priest is because Mistweaver just has to press 1 technically to heal. That's everything. Discipline Priest, if they just do damage without doing anything else, that wouldn't do any healing at all. Like boom, nothing. So you have to press Power Word Radiance first. Then, after you have done that, now you can keep pressing 1, and all the damage you do for the next 14 seconds, I think it's 14 seconds, isn't it? About 14 seconds, is going to be healing, like it's going to heal everyone who got Power Word Radiance. The moment Power Word Radiance goes off, it's important, you cast Power Word Radiance again, and now you can keep spamming your single button again. This is literally the rotation, so you keep like casting Power Radiance every time like it needs. You can see now it's about to go off again. Okay, we're gonna press 2, and now again I can spam my rotation. And the cooldown of Power Radiance is always going to get ready whenever it's about to go off, so you can keep it up 100% of the time with a lone Power Radiance. Especially when you're playing with this Oracle build here, it's insanely fun because it increases the duration of Atonement, which makes it even easier for single button assistant. It also makes our penance get additional charges and fire out even more balls, and it just like really makes it fun more with the single button. Usually I used Void Viewer. Also the new Apex Talents is also really fun because whenever you use penance, it has a chance to make your shield become this void shield here, and then if you just press 3, it just gives a shield to like you, I think it's like 3 people, which is insane. Like it's really great. So again, you just press 1 time Power Word Radiance, and then you just spam your single button assistant. And again, you're going to be able to do this totally fine in normal dungeons, heroic dungeons, probably also like Mythic 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same with Mistweaver. But after, you know, Mythic 5, you might start getting problems. You might need to actually, you know, just play that a little bit differently. Remember, you still have all your cooldowns and stuff like that. But again, if you want to have a full guide on Discipline Priest, I will be getting it on my YouTube after Midnight releases. But yeah, this is why this Discipline Priest is A tier, because it is great as well. Now let's move on to the B tier. So when it comes to the B tier, we have Holy Paladin first. So Holy Paladin is an interesting spec after the changes, especially with the Apex Talents now, where it automatically applies a beacon of Savior to the party member in your group with the lowest health. So you know you have your beacons, you have Beacon of Light, you got your Beacon of Fade, and now you also have Beacon of Savior. So basically with this build here, again, I'm going to be making a full guide on this on my YouTube channel soon. But on this build here, you're going to have 2 beacons active all the time. And then you have a 3rd beacon that automatically jumps around your targets with the lowest health, which is really, really great. Also, we're using this one here where it just keeps healing everyone who's beacon on. So you technically have 3 in your party that keeps getting 800 healing every 3 seconds, which is also great. Beside of that, we have taken a lot of talents, which is actually just giving you every time you deal damage, you have a chance to do healing. Like all of your damage and healing, consecration, all your damage like is just healing like okay. Like the thing is why I'm saying okay is because you can see here that the judgment is healing, we have an attrition, then of course we have beacon of fade and light that is also getting a little bit of extra healing. But you can see like the judgment is definitely the biggest one. But still, as you can see, like it's not like we have healed a lot right now. Okay, I know it says Holy Bulwark there, but that one is kind of like bugged because these mobs here has so much HP. So when it actually gets Holy Bulwark on them, it heals for a lot. So ignore that. But the way I see how you can heal with Holy Paladin is basically you press single button assistant, which is going to keep using Holy Shock and Judgment, which is going to keep giving you holy power. And whenever you have enough holy power, you just spam it on Light of Dawn. You can see here, every time I just keep spamming my single button assistant, and then I use Light of Dawn whenever I like it's ready, because Light of Dawn actually heals. They have changed it in case you don't know. It heals everyone around you in 40 yards for 10k. So you just basically spam single button assistant, and whenever like Light of Dawn is ready, you press it and it heals everyone. So now your Judgment, your other spells keeps healing automatically. You can keep spamming Light of Dawn whenever it's ready. And even better is we also have Avenging Crusade, which also heals for insane amount, because now your single button assistant also uses Hammer of Wrath and also Crusader Strike, which also heals quite a lot. Like, they actually heal for quite a lot because of the talents we have. We also have the talents where it's activating Tyr's Deliverance, which is also going to be healing. So technically, whenever you use your what is it called again? Avenging Crusade, which you can do every 1 minute, you actually heal quite a lot to everyone around you. So if you have the dream of being like this ultimate Holy Paladin who goes into battle with the tank, spamming your single button assistant, spamming Light of Dawn, spamming your Avenging Crusade, it's totally doable. You're not going to be healing as much as the Discipline Priest and the Mistweaver, but it's still super fun. Like, you can do it with normal dungeon, delves, heroic dungeons, stuff like that. It's fun. But yeah, try it out. Alright, let's move on to the second beat here, which is the Rest Druid. When it comes to Rest Druid, this one here is a bit special. Maybe it should have been on the C tier, but still, it's actually decent. So the healing we get from the single button assistant, which is Rest Druid, is this talent here called Dream of Scenarios. So it says Wrath and Shred transfer 100% of the damage, and Starfire and Swipe Starfire and Swipe transfer 50%. So 100% of the damage from the Wrath and Shred is healing 100%, and Starfire and Swipe is healing 50%. Normally, I would probably have preferred going with the Cat Weaving build, where we spam Shred and Swipe, but the problem is single button assistant doesn't understand it, and it keeps using Moonfire, and it will go out of your cat form all the time. So we sadly cannot play the Cat Weaver. So if you actually want to play this build here without single button assistant, I recommend the Cat build instead. But since single button assistant doesn't understand the cat viewing, we have to use this one. Again, I'm going to be making a full guide on this on my YouTube and my Discord, so we're just talking about why it works. So basically, this one here is going to be spamming Wrath and Starfire, which is going to be healing. And whenever you cast also Star Search, that healing effect of all this is going to be increased by a lot. So you can see here, this effect is increased by 200 while Call of the Elder Druid is on, which is great. So technically what you do with this build here is you just spam 1, because whenever it uses a Wrath spell, it's automatically going to go into your Moonkin form, which is of course increasing the damage you deal by 10%. We have this talent down here called Fluid Form, which is going to increase, so you go into Moonkin form. So now you can see you just spam 1, and every time your Wrath deals about this 10k damage, it keeps healing. It keeps like healing random targets, but you can see like this one here or here, it keeps getting healing. And whenever like I think it's every minute, then your star search is going to increase like the healing by 200% or 200%, yeah, which is also going to heal a lot. So you can see it's not like it's a lot, because every Wrath you do is like almost 10k damage. So it's kind of like healing 10k, 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 10k. You can see the healing down here, Dream of Scenarios. So it's not like overpoweredly good, it's just like fine. But one of the cool things is you can also keep using Wild Growth every 8 seconds, because Wild Growth actually, heals everyone, and it summons these treants. We don't use the Wild Stalker because the Wild Stalker doesn't really work with this build here. Like, it doesn't understand it. So that's why we're using Keep of the Grove, and we are also using Grove Guardians, because now you spam your single button assistant, and it's gonna heal you it's gonna heal everyone all the time with the Wrath spells, and the Star Search is gonna increase the healing. And whenever you need to heal a little bit more, you use a Regrowth, and there you go. And whenever you need to do like very big healing, then you use your Convoke of the Spirits. Yeah. And of course, if something goes really wrong, you have your cooldowns. You also have your Life Bloom, which is of course increased from our Apex talents. But it's a very, very basic spec. You heal from your Wrath, you heal from your Wild Growth, and every time you use Wild Growth, it's gonna summon a tree that's gonna help you with healing. So it works fine, normal dungeon, delves, heroic dungeons. You might be able to do Mythic 0, but more than that, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I just kind of wanted to like talk about like which healer is actually the best when you want to use single button assistant. And as we saw that the Mistweaver is definitely the winner because you just have to press 1 and it's just going to heal insane amount. But you can really optimize it and do it way better. Just keep in mind, the way you can actually heal with all these specs here, you have to use my talents. Because if you use all the meta talents, they don't take as many of the talents I have taken, which is not healing that much from damage, because you know the meta is still about like normal healing and a little bit damage and stuff like that, you know, where my talents is very much everything you do in the single button assistant is healing. So in case you want to really try these builds, you should go to my Discord and all the builds are over there. I'm also going to be posting video guides for each of the specs very soon. I'm just kind of waiting for midnight to come closer so we can catch the midnight hype, and then I'm going to drop them there. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord for the builds if you want to see them early and try them, and then I'm also going to be dropping videos. But again, this is the meta list. Mistweaver, definitely the clear winner. Discipline Priest, also really strong. You just have to keep using that AoE healing that makes everyone get atonement. Then we have Holy Paladin, which was also actually really strong. It's probably going to be my off healing spec. Resto Druid was like fine, like it's alright. And then you have those 3 healers down here, which is not possible to use with the single button assistant. You can use it, but it's not going to heal anything, so it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another video.